Alongside Jesse Simonton, I'm Austin Price for the very windy 2-minute drill. Jesse, C.J. Henderson will not play in this football game. That was not out for warm-ups, and that's a big bonus for Tennessee. Is he's definitely a game changer in the secondary for the Gators.
Yeah, I mean, I outlined it kind of in my 10 things on Friday with no C.J. Henderson, no Kadarius Toney, no Jabari Zuniga. Florida could be out 3 of their best players. Obviously, they're also starting a backup quarterback. This is a ripe opportunity for Jeremy Pruitt to kind of get a signature win. I mean, I don't think it'll necessarily erase the ills of what happened against Georgia State, but it'll build this new narrative of kind of this team overcoming adversity and maybe turning around their 2019 season. This is not a top 10 team. The question is, can Tennessee raise its level to compete with a Florida team that, while maybe isn't, has that number next to them and probably isn't ranked probably shouldn't be ranked like that, can Tennessee actually come out and win?
Jesse, it doesn't matter if they're a top 10 team or not. The Vols have won it in Gainesville twice since 1970, 01 and 03, with the Iceman leading them in here. Can Jarrett Garantano be that next guy that wins at the Swamp? Potentially this afternoon. He'll do so with an offensive line that's more healthy than a week ago. Jameer Johnson should be dressed. And look for a lot of those same cast of characters out there along the offensive front.
Yeah, I think they're going to start the same group, which is going to be 2 freshmen, a guy in Brandon Kennedy, who, while he's a veteran, is making his first career SEC start, and then a guy in K'Ron Calvert who hadn't played a lot of football. It's going to be on them. So even though Zuniga's out, Moon's really good, Grenard's really good. I mean, Florida still has some pass rushers. Can Garantano find these receivers? I think Tennessee, that's their best matchup. The guys on the perimeter. Marco Wilson's been bad for Florida this year. They're going to start a freshman if C.J. Henderson can't go. You got to like Jawan Jennings and Marquez Callaway there. Can they make the plays?
I'll say this, in walking to the stadium this morning, I was surprised how much Tennessee orange was actually here in Gainesville. The Vol fans, and we said it a week ago, they showed up, but to have a really solid turnout here, somewhat surprising just based off the fact that this team did lose to Georgia State to start the year.
Yeah, and it's a noon kick. I mean, there's a lot of things. So Tennessee's got to start fast today. 59-3, the last 3 meetings in the first half, outscored by Florida, 24-0 in the first quarter. We saw him come back in 16 with Jawan Jennings. Obviously, the Hail Mary here in 17. They can't get off to a slow start today. The weather's cool. They've been preparing for 100 degrees. It's not even 85 here. They need to get off the field quickly.
There's Jesse's keys to victory. It's don't come out and wait to counterpunch. Come out and give them a good throw punch to start this football game. For Jesse Simonton, I'm Austin Price for the 2-minute drill.